Imagine a man who could read 2 pages at once, close the book in under an hour, and then answer almost any question you threw at him. Meet Kim Peek, the real person behind Rain Man. Laurence Kim Peek was born in Salt Lake City on November 11, 1951, and died on December 19, 2009, aged 58. Screenwriter Barry Morrow met Kim and his father Fran, and Kim's unusual abilities inspired the movie character. From birth, Kim's brain was atypical. Imaging showed agenesis of the corpus callosum, the usual bridge between hemispheres, plus differences in the cerebellum and a larger-than-average head. Without the normal bridge, his brain appears to have formed alternative connections, which researchers think helped his extraordinary recall. Doctors once recommended institutional care, but his parents refused. Kim began memorizing very young and kept quirky habits. Librarians remember that he would shelve a finished book upside down to mark the job done. He read both pages at the same time, left eye on the left page, right eye on the right, turning pages roughly every 8 to 10 seconds. Crowds were often stunned when he finished a book quickly and could later quote passages verbatim. On stage, with Fran beside him, Kim welcomed open questions. Give him a birth date and he'd supply the day of the week. Kim didn't store facts as isolated snapshots. He seemed to build a mental catalog. Observers noticed he grouped knowledge by time, wars, presidencies, sports seasons, and by place, maps, interstates, and area codes. He often linked details across sources, so one memory could unlock many others. When a question came, he appeared to scan through his mental index, the route, the era, the catalog number, before pulling the exact fact. That's why he could answer fast and then add context, the day of the week, the headline, the score, even a train schedule from the same date. In short, not a photographic memory, but a highly structured mental library. Timelines, atlases, directories, and music catalogs, all interconnected. Music was another strong thread. He knew Köchel numbers for Mozart, BWV for Bach, Hoboken for Haydn, and opus numbers for Beethoven. Hum a theme, and he could usually name the work, movement, key, and approximate year. Everyday tasks were still hard. Kim could not drive, had trouble managing money, and needed help with dressing. Standard IQ tests put him below average, a reminder that tests miss specialized, extraordinary skills. Early on, he was described with labels like autism. Later, clinicians sometimes suggested other diagnoses, such as FG syndrome. But no single label captures the whole picture. After Rain Man, scientists and clinicians took renewed interest. University of Utah scans confirmed the missing corpus callosum and cerebellar differences, and in 2004, NASA invited Kim for advanced imaging used in astronaut research. The takeaway: not a single genius center, but unusual connectivity and compensatory brain wiring. Fran Peek, Kim's father and full-time caregiver, was always there. Organizer, advocate, and human bridge. He handled travel, schedules, and money so Kim could focus on people and answers. And the two of them often stayed after events to talk with everyone who had a question. When someone asked how many books he had read that month, Kim smiled and said, "Enough to reshelve a wing." Kim's impact lives in 2 lessons. First, difference is not deficit. Ability and disability can coexist in complex ways. Second, the brain and the person can succeed through many routes. Averages don't define limits. He carried a line he liked to share. You don't have to be handicapped to be different. Everybody's different. This is Brain Voyagers. Upcoming episodes feature ultramarathoners, polyglots, people with extreme pain tolerance, and musicians with absolute pitch. If you want the next chapter, subscribe. Questions and corrections are welcome in the comments. Thanks for watching. The next story lands soon.